Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy DJ back with another one. Thank you so much guys for your support. All my followers right now, the likes, the comments that you guys leave is greatly appreciated. As you know, we've been doing a 5 things series on my 2020 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. In my previous video, I went over the 5 things I love about my Scat Pack. Today, we're gonna be doing the 5 things I absolutely hate about my Scat Pack. By no means is this video to deter you from getting yourself a 392, a Hellcat, Trackhawk, whatever your heart's desire. These are just my 5 things that I hate about having this car for the 2 years that I've had it. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Number 1, miles per gallon. I mentioned this before guys. When you have a V8 Hemi, these cars drink gas. Not even to mention when you're supercharged. It's ridiculous. Your average MPG in a Scat Pack is gonna range from 19 to 20 miles per gallon. For me, I use my car to travel a lot for work, which can average on 50 to 60 miles both ways. So I was having to put gas in my car every other day, which totaled up to about $180 a week in gas alone. And you can't put the cheap gas in here. You gotta put the good gas. I only put 93. I mentioned before, I go to Murphy's at Walmart and get their 100% ethanol free 93. And that just seems to burn the best in my car. With that compression and the power, you gotta have good gas. Now my car does have cylinder deactivation. So if I'm under a certain RPM, it will cut down to 4 cylinders rather than firing all 8. When it does this, the car feels like it's kind of lugging. It feels like it's underpowered, but it does save you on gas. Number 2, the quality of the interior. Now don't get me wrong, I love the interior of my car. The Alcantara and leather seats, the heated steering wheel, just the design of it, although it hasn't changed since 2015, but it's a nice, mature looking car. However, the interior, like the dashboard and the door panels, they kind of have play in them. What do I mean by that is if you push on it or if you hit a bump, then you'll actually hear creaking in the panels.
All right, here is a test of the interior that I spoke about. So, see if I can get this on camera.
Which for me, that's just kind of like a quality thing. And I know that there's many other cars out there that have this same issue. Another thing about the quality of the interior, when I play music at a high level, and you know I love my bass, being that the car has 8 subwoofers, you kind of hear rattling in the panels with the music, which I've gotten used to, but eventually I'm probably gonna see a sound guy and try to get some sound deadening in the rear. That way the rattling goes away. Number 3, the cost of wear and tear. As you guys joined me on my dealership visit last time, I had to get new front brakes, rotors, and brake pads. Of course, they are Brembo, 6-piston, and with 6-piston Brembo rotors, you cannot machine them. So when it's time to replace them, you gotta replace them. So, how much does a Brembo front rotor cost? You're looking at $1,200 for one. So my whole brake job, if you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out and you can see how much I paid for the whole brake replacement. Not to mention, one of my rear exhaust actuators just went bad on me, and thankfully I had the platinum package to where it was covered, but if I had not gotten the extended warranty, I would have had to pay about $500 for that part to be replaced. And there was nothing that I did to make the part go bad. So wear and tear, it's just something that, you know, you gotta pay to play. Number 4, theft and popularity. I know what you guys are thinking. Why would you get a Charger 392 if you didn't think that it was gonna get a lot of attention? Blah, 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 blah. Well, me personally, I feel like when I got my car, it wasn't as pop cultured as it is now. Now you see it in music videos, it's mentioned in songs, it's a very popular car to have amongst our community, which then causes for attention and preconceived notions. So a lot of times when I get out the car, I'm looked at as somebody else when I'm not. With this attention comes theft. Theft on these cars has been crazy, and they're getting more sophisticated as you go. Literally, they just have to find out where you live, and even if it's garage, they will find a way to get your car. Dodge has released some updates for the Uconnect system that prevents these thefts, but I hear that there's a lot of drawbacks to these, such as you can't get new keys ever made for the car. So if you lose your keys, you're basically done. And also, it prevents you from getting any future updates unless you go to the dealership. So over-the-air updates, you cannot do. If you have a 392 Hellcat, Durango, anything with a Hemi in it, just be safe, be on alert when you're in any area, because like I said, the car brings a lot of attention, and a lot of that attention can be unwanted attention. And finally, number 5. This is probably the biggest thing I hate about my Dodge Charger. Brake dust. I couldn't tell you guys how hard it is to keep these rims clean. When you have big brakes, you got a lot of dust. After about 3 days of driving, it's time to clean the rims. And not just wipe it down, like you have to use solution, you have to hose it down. It will be a thick layer of brake dust on your rims after 3 days. Maybe even less. Now, when I got my car ceramic coated, the guy did ceramic coat the rims as well. However, that really doesn't help on that material. I have the matte finish on the rims. So like I still have to use the Diablo wheel cleaner, the power washer to wash it down. And even after that, I have to go back over it with a detailing cloth in order to really get it to shine like how when I first got it. The rest of the car, being that it's ceramic coated, not that hard to clean. Waterless car wash, as you saw in my other video. But the rims, ridiculous. So those were the 5 things that I absolutely hate about my car. It's a love-hate relationship, but I do love it more than I hate it. If you have a Charger, Challenger, Durango, anything with a Hemi in it, leave a comment below. Tell me what you hate most about your car. I appreciate you guys checking me out. Please join me on the next one where I go over the 5 rules about you being in my car. Be blessed, drive safe. Until the next time, peace out.